One my thing. Today I got time, cuz. Today I got time, cuz. Today I got time, cuz. You lucky on that day I was acting cool, cuz. Nigga, what's up? How gangster are you, cuz? I don't fuck with you, cuz you disrespecting me, cuz. I don't fuck with you, cuz you disrespecting me. I go hard, cuz. Take off my flag, asking how gangster I was. I go hard, cuz.
My nigga.
Today I got time, cuz. 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 You can drop off your kid and run my thing. Today I got time, cuz. I go hard, cuz. Today I got time, cuz. I go hard, cuz. I go hard, cuz.
Hey, you guys. Hope you guys are doing good. Happy Saturday. Yes. Today I got time because, man, it's been a lot of mess going on. I hope you guys are doing good today. Let me make sure I have all my screens up, honey. I had to rest in peace to him. It's been a lot with that situation. People in Colorado were hitting me up as early as as soon as it happened. I think it was like Tuesday. They were like leaving comments and stuff telling me that he got killed. Like, oh, your favorite meme, he got killed. And at first I thought it was a joke and I didn't want to put it out there because, you know, I don't know him personally. And then the news reports came that he was killed. His name was Vincent Brown. He was 22 years old. And that video went viral when he was 15. And the reason why I like that video is because it reminds me of the 90s. Like, y'all know I grew up in the hood. You know, the gang shit was really big in the 90s. And the way he just started spitting his lick was just so funny to me. Like, it just reminded me like every dude I went to junior high and high school with, well, what set you from? What set you claiming? They just start spitting whatever hood or set they're from. So the video to me was just always funny because it was like this white kid and he was spitting his damn lick. And then when I went to like research more stuff about him, they say he was official. Now back then he was going by Baby T Star, but I guess he changed his name to G Real. And he ended up getting killed in front of some tire shop and his body was out there for like 8 hours. So it's really crazy. It's really sad, right? Especially being that he's only 22. I didn't even realize he was that young when the video went viral. Now, then this other loser, some other random white boy came out and tried to say that he was the Today I Got Times cuz boy, and that's not him. It's a whole nother kid, but he was trying to claim it. And it's just like, why? Like, who tries to pretend that there's somebody who's dead? I'm telling you, the clout chasing in this world is sickening. I'm about to show y'all this video real quick. So this was the little punk ass white boy here who was lying.
It's Levi West, aka Lilo West Coast. I'm sorry. Yeah, I had to come out with it now. Y'all's tripping. The kid up in Aurora is not me. I am not dead. Everybody blasted me up saying I got smoked. I ain't get smoked. I ain't gonna get smoked. Got me bent. Got me fucked up. Cause today I got time, cuz. Hey. It's amazing what people think they know.
All right. So that was, you know, Mr. Young Trailer Trash. Basically trying to claim this dead boy's viral story. Then it came out, the mother been out here talking. Now they've been dragging the mama too, honey. She done started a $20,000 GoFundMe. Now the GoFundMe was initially just a few $1,000s, okay? Now she wants 20 grand and people are like, well, why do you need 20 grand? You didn't even raise him and he was living in a tent. So it's really sad, the stuff that's coming out. But the mama confirmed with 1090 Jake that the imposter is not her son. So let me show y'all this real quick here. So he had DM'd her and he says, thank you so much for telling his story. It's really appreciated. And then, well, that was a mama saying that. Then he says, there seems to be some confusion that spread online. Is this your son in the video? She said, yes, that is my son. Levi West is not in that video. So this dude here is a clown for even trying to claim to be the dead boy. He's an imposter and a fraud. Y'all should have known something was up. The boy got on all red. How the hell is he a Crip? Hat bang to the back. Come on, y'all. Let's use common sense here. So I felt like it was a fraud, but, you know, you just never know. So anyhow, Let me show y'all some more stuff, because like I said, they've been kind of coming at the mama crazy, like, okay, now, like, you know, these GoFundMes. I understand funeral expenses, but I know a funeral don't cost no $20,000. So let me go ahead and show y'all this here. Give me just a second to share my screen. And this came from the Discord. Shout out to everybody in the Discord, honey. Y'all be spilling that TT. So, let's see here. They were talking about the imposter. Then this dude says, you let your son sleep in a tent. Now you're concerned. Now you want to add concern for his well-being. Then the mama comes back and she's like, I was homeless too, asshole. Fuck you know about me. So the mama's just as hood, honey. Then somebody else was like, I don't feel how you gonna let dude live outside in a tent homeless, but on GoFundMe asking for $20K for the funeral, but couldn't help Vincent nowhere to sleep or rest. I don't know your living situation. May he rest in peace, G-Real, but come on, dude. Shouldn't be in Colorado in the snow. My family lives out there and I can't even drive this way because it's so cold. And a 22-year-old outside freezing for 8 hours, that's crazy because my mom calls me every second of the day. We live in full different cities. That's out for real, for real. Child, a lot of gang speak. But, you know, the whole situation is sad. Either way, it's still a mother who lost her child. You know, I don't know her whole situation, but they said the young boy was homeless. You know, you could tell he was kind of on his own, you know. And the one thing I did like about Vincent is the fact that he never tried to capitalize on it. He wasn't a bad baby, you know. She totally capitalized off of the whole Dr. Phil situation. He didn't even know he was being recorded. Somebody recorded him, posted on the internet, it went viral. He never tried to get fame off of it. You never really saw him trying to be like, you know, the biggest white crip on the internet. He kind of just faded away, you know? And when I researched some more stuff on him, it seemed like he was kind of in and out of jail. He just didn't have a lot of structure. And it's sad, you know? And I see a lot of people, yeah, she's trying to capitalize off of him. I see a lot of people saying like, well, that's part of gang life and, you know, he shouldn't be remembered. Y'all can kiss my ass with that because y'all are the same people who cried tattoo tears for Nipsey Hussle. It's funny that when it's regular kids who get involved in gang shit, everybody wants to pull out the Bible and give dissertations. But y'all was the same ones who uplifted Nipsey. No different, okay? Nipsey was a gang-banging crip until the day he died. Okay, he repped his hood, and so did this little white boy. The gang life, is it an ideal life for, you know, for young people? Absolutely not. But let's keep the same energy. Y'all can't praise one crip and then all of a sudden y'all want to condemn this young boy when he probably followed the likes of Nipsey and other people, Snoop Dogg and all these other celebrities who make gang life enticing for these young kids. And unfortunately for a lot of them who end up joining gangs, okay, because this is the environment that I was raised in. So for a lot of people who join gangs, they join because they have nothing else for them, no other opportunities, and they feel like these gangs are their family, and you know they don't have male role models. There's not a lot of jobs in these communities, so the conversation goes deeper than some little white boy who wants to quote unquote be black and claim crip. Okay, it goes way deeper than that. There's a kid like this in every city USA. I don't care if you're in itty bitty Idaho, Colorado, Minneapolis, LA, the Bronx. There are kids like this in every city, every race. And a lot of these hip hop people have made the gang life so fabulous and so chic, but it does nothing but bring death and destruction and jail time. So I'd more prefer for people to have an honest dialogue than just knocking these young kids. Because again, when Nipsey died, it was all love and praise. Okay, even the media was talking, you know what I'm saying, that crip shit. So let's start with the hypocrisy. So rest in peace to him. You know, it's terrible that he was out here homeless and got killed. The whole situation is sad. You know, I feel bad for any young person, you know, who has to go down that route. And this is why people need their parents. They need strong male role models. And we need to have opportunities out here for these young boys so they don't feel the need to join gangs. You know what I'm saying? Most people join gangs and get involved in criminal activity because they are broke and they don't have opportunities where they're at. So that's, if we really want to talk, let's go down that road, as opposed to condemning the kids once they join the gang. Let's prevent them so that way there's opportunities where they don't have to join a gang. So the whole thing is really sad. Let me see. I got a bunch of super chats. Thank you guys. Yep, Pop Smoke too. Thank you, pretty little snicker. Yeah, the wolves and the chews. Like, yeah, you know, people just, I don't know. Social media is just weird. When it's celebrities, it's all good when they talk that gang shit. Little Dirk, the BDs and the GDs, and, you know, just all the gang stuff in Chicago. King Von. Y'all love to praise it until the shit gets real. So I'm messing with the hypocrisy. I'm not going to knock this young boy, Vincent Brown, for a situation that he was in as a young man. He's young enough to be my child. And especially in the same breath when y'all praise all these other gangbangers and people who glamorize that lifestyle. So the whole situation is sad. So one more time for Vincent Brown, rest in peace.
Today I got time, cuz. Today I got time, cuz. Today I got time, cuz. You lucky on that day I was acting cool, cuz.
What?
Nigga, what's up? How gangster are you, cuz?
What?
I don't fuck with you, cuz you disrespecting me. I don't fuck with you, cuz you disrespecting me. I go hard, cuz.
So, you know, like I said, this is nothing new. And yes, granted, Nipsey was doing stuff for the community. He was changing. I'll never take that from him. But let's not act like he wasn't, you know what I'm saying? He was still a Crip. Let's just stop the foolishness, okay? He was helping out in the community. He changed, but he was still Crippin', okay? Just like Snoop Dogg still be Crippin', okay, cuz? So let's not act new. So anyways, I love that meme. And shout out to Reese Beats. Reese Beats really blew up off of that too. He's the one who remixed it. He's done a lot of work with Kalani. He's doing stuff right now for the NBA. So you'll hear a lot of Reese's beats out here. Right now he's working with Hitmaker. So that's who made that song. That's who he made that, you know, meme go even more viral. So shout out to Reese as well. He's doing his thing. Let's see here. Tina Howard says, "Hey T, I love how insightful I always love your insightful commentary. Been watching you for years, but this is my first time catching a live." Thank you so much, Tina. I appreciate you. Thanks for coming through. Jariza L says, "Just showing love. Keep up the good work." Thank you, sis. Appreciate you. Let's see here. Somebody else said their sister or somebody was having a birthday. Trying to find that tweet. That was like one of the first super chats. Let's see here. Tay Tot sent $2, says, "Hey T, long time tea sipper. Today we got time, cuz." Yes, we do. We got time all day, every day. Thank you. The Big Ista says, "Hey T, love your channel. Missed your news channel. Randomly thinking of you." Randomly thinking of your weave loan video. I forgot about that. People still taking out loans to get weaves. Oh Lord. I remember that video. Thank you so much for the super chat. GT sent $9.99, says #1 fan. Thank you so much. Kamara Jones sent $4.99, says, "Love you, beautiful. Love you too. Thanks for coming through." Jay Fee fan says, "Sorry about the sad situation. Ultimate dream lady." Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Miss Sharp says, "Love you, T. Thank you for going live. I was trying to find something to do." You're welcome. Thanks for coming through, love. So Dav says, "Love from Dirty Dallas. Texas, been sipping since 2012. Wish you continued good health and fortune." Thank you so much, sis. Thanks for coming through. Fundamental Understanding says, "Looking all sexy like a dominatrix. Love the vibe. Love your content. Keep it coming, beautiful." Thank you. That's my virtual witch. Get over here. Thank you so much. Alicia says, "Hey team, thanks for always bringing us thought-provoking news and topics. Appreciate you." Thank you. Let's see. Jay Williams says, "Little Nas X is an industry plant for the Illuminati. Sony is tricking these kids." We'll get on him in just a moment, sir. Thank you so much for the super chat. Joelle says, "Hey T, I'm on lunch break. I will be able to watch your live later. Just showing love." Thank you so much, sis. Thanks for coming through. Let's see here. Tiffany Pellet says, "You never know how much you help someone just by being you. Keep being you, T. Finally caught alive." Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Star Child says, send in some love. Thank you for being you. You are more than welcome. Thank you for coming through. So yes, we're going to get into some stuff today. It's a lot going on, but I just wanted to, talk about Vincent Brown because that whole situation is sad. Hopefully things will work out for the mother, but it's just, the whole thing is just sad. But let's not be so quick to condemn people and their situations. Like I always tell folks, be grateful for where you're at in life. Be grateful if you're in a situation where you don't have to turn to criminality, to gang banging, going in and out of jail. Don't think you're better. Just be grateful and thank God that you're in a situation where you don't have to go down that route, because so many people have had to go down that route and they've been able to change their lives around. But so many people went down that route and they ended up in the cemetery dead. Ended up in jail, prison. I've told y'all about friends of mine that were sentenced to, 20, 25 years. When my son was like 6 months old, when one of my really good friends, he got hit with like 30 years in prison. My son is now 20. He's been locked up the whole time, so it's very real, so just be grateful for your situation. That's how I look at stuff. It's not about me condemning. I'm just grateful that I was able to make it up out the hood, out my situation, and I'm where I'm at today. You know what I'm saying? But I'm never going to look down on people who didn't have those same opportunities. So let's remember that. Yvette says, my childhood friend got 54 years and he was 19. Yeah, it's that real. I know so many people who have done time or who are doing time more than the years that they were born. Like it's not a joke. It's really sad, so be grateful if you got a chance to go to college or if you never had to live in those situations, but don't look your nose down on people, because especially with the way this economy is going, you can go from being in the penthouse to living in the fucking projects real quick. So don't forget that. Okay. Today I got time, cuz. So anyhow, let's go ahead and talk about, I want to talk about the Lovelyjoe situation first before we hit on Nas X, okay? Honey, the girls are fighting, okay? The girls are fighting. What's the tea, sis? What's the tea, Lovelyjoe? Okay? So I posted this the other night on my Instagram page. If you guys don't know, the Lovelyjoe podcast, the podcast that can't seem to keep regurgitating some of the shit that I say. I don't watch them like that. Y'all named him Lovelyjoe. Y'all came to me and was like, he literally regurgitates a lot of your talking points, But I've watched their show a few times, and I do like Rory and Mal. I think that all three of them balance each other out. I thought it was a decent look. Mal just sits there in that chair, perched up like a little owl, chiming in every now and then. Rory always looks like he's annoyed, but I don't know. I just think like their dynamic is cool. Joe is just the angry old man, right? So people have been noticing for months that there's been a lot of tension, and that it seems like Rory and Joe are having tension. Recently, Mal tweeted something out, and he basically stated that respect is non-negotiable. So it sounds to me like the girls are fighting. Let me show y'all this. This is from Mal's Twitter. He wrote this on the 20th. He said, respect is non-negotiable. And so then what ended up happening is the other day, we see Lovelyjoe with two other co-hosts. I said, well, damn, where these two people come from? So, and the fans were not feeling it. They were very upset. Like, where's Rory and Mal? So this is just some of the stuff that was going on social media. Let me pull this up. Let me go ahead and play the audio real quick, then I'll show y'all what the people had to say. So give me just a second. This is what Lovelyjoe said on his show.
I can't allow it. I got to get on top of that. So when 6 weeks in a row happened of Rory challenging me to a fight and his hands, and me not being so comfortable in that because I don't necessarily play like that, and I'm listening back, and to me, I'm being expressive saying, yo, man, I don't play like that with my friends. And on the playback, I hear him say, yeah, but what if we're not friends? Whoa, I got to take a look at that. That's for Joe to pause. That ain't for me to think that we in podcast showy, chucky, ka, kiki, kaka game time. What if we not friends? Excuse me? I intervene. I can't allow it.
So now this is what folks were saying. There's no Joe Budden podcast on Wednesday. The Saturday episode, there was no Mal and Rory. Yeah, this is definitely a financial dispute that's being covered up. No more Mal and Rory means no more Joe Budden podcast. Somebody else says, if the podcast ends today, we had a great run at Joe Budden. Damn, so it's over? Somebody else says, wait, Rory and Mal are on strike? I bet they're sick of Joe Budden's bad bitch behavior. Nigga got a little equity and don't know how to act. Somebody else says, I'm going to be legit mad if Mal and Rory not going to be on the Joe Budden podcast no more. First, Joe going to say they on vacation, but then at the end of the new one, with Ice, he going to say sub to Patreon so I can tell you the real reason. It'll be a wrap for the show. It will be a wrap for the show then, if so. Shake my head. Somebody else says, Joe Budden fumbled the Love and Hip Hop bag, the Complex / Everyday Struggle bag, the Spotify bag, the title bag. Now this, not surprised. He never knows how good he has it until it's gone. And then that was me. I just posted the baby gif, him sipping water. Child, this whole situation is a hot mess. I don't, at this point, I'm not surprised. I think it is a money issue. Now, I'll say this. The podcast is called the Joe Budden Podcast, right? So being that it's based off of Joe Budden's brand, he does deserve a bulk of the money, right? Because it's his brand. But let's keep it real. Rory and Mal also helped to make the show what it is. I don't think anybody wants to sit and listen to Joe rant and rave for 2 hours. I think he doesn't have the personality to just sit and talk for 2 hours. But with Rory and Mal being there and he's able to bounce ideas and conversations off of them, it makes the show go smoother. I definitely feel like it has to do with money. And I definitely feel like they should be getting paid their worth because they are a part of the show. Should they be making exactly what Joe makes? No, but they should be comfortable. And one thing I've always noticed that I thought was weird, even when the whole Spotify thing came up and Joe was like, I know my self-worth. I turned down the bag. You can't give me trinkets and expect me to take it. I noticed Rory and Mal were kind of quiet. And I was thinking to myself, well, what did they think about the deal? Oh, it's Mal. I always called him Mal. It's Mal, like a Mal. Oh, okay, Rory and Mal. Sorry, child. I noticed Rory and Mal. They were kind of quiet. Like they weren't saying a whole lot. So I kind of felt like, well, were they even part of this deal? How did they feel about Joe turning down millions of dollars? You know what I'm saying? Do they have it like that where they could just turn down the money? Maybe they got it like that. I don't know. DJ Academic seems to think otherwise. And I think that's another point of contention is that DJ Academics is constantly dissing Rory and Mal, right? Always going in on them, talking about they're poor, they don't get paid, they're just there. And it seems like Joe Budden never checks DJ Academics. He doesn't address it, he ignores it. And from what I'm hearing, what people were saying, they're saying that DJ Academics and Joe Budden may be starting their own podcast. So this might be the trouble that he needs to back away from his boys to go with DJ Academics. Because let's keep it real. DJ Academics has his own fan base. His chat niggas go hard for him, and they're going to watch and support. So I think what they may be trying to do is do their own version of Everyday Struggle with DJ Academics and Joe Budden. That's what I'm hearing, but I'm not 100% certain. But I do feel like they should have been paid if they're not. Also, Joe Budden ran to Patreon and made a Patreon deal and then also ran to create a Discord. Convenient. When he was talking about the Patreon deal, he was talking about his new title with Patreon and all this and that. But I noticed when he was talking about how he got that Patreon bag, he didn't say anything about his friends. So I thought that was kind of strange. I said, well, damn, did his friends also get a Patreon bag? Because I'm only hearing I never hear a we. So that's kind of weird to me. Now, on his Patreon, he charges $25. So for $25 a month, you're supposed to get exclusive content of him, Rory, and Mal, and access to their Discord. Okay. Now, I don't care what people spend their money on. That is your business. But if you're charging folks $25 and that was part of the package deal is to get exclusives and they're not receiving that, well, then that's going to be a problem. People are going to start getting upset because they paid money and they're not receiving a service. Okay. Now, also with the whole, now I don't know how their Discord is. I'm not on their Discord. Maybe y'all can enlighten me if you're on there. But yeah, they charge $25. That's why I be telling folks, y'all can kiss my ass to anybody who's in their feelings because I charge $5 for my Discord. You can kick rocks because y'all don't complain when celebrities charge $25 for their stuff or when gamers charge $25 to $50 for their Discord to play video games with them and stuff like that. But y'all cry because I charge $5. Y'all don't complain when Gossip in the City, I think she makes like 60 grand a month selling gossip on Patreon and people buy it. Her gossip starts between $10 to $25. If you have something that people want, commodify that shit. That's what you're supposed to do. So that's why I feel no fucking ways, bitch. If you're mad because I charge $5 and you can't afford it, that's your business. But it's $5 to get into my shit. If y'all ain't complaining about Lovelyjoe's price, don't complain about Lovelty's price, okay? Capiche? So people are going to pay for what they want to pay for. But my thing is, if somebody's paying $25 for exclusive content, you have to provide them with that, okay? Just like with my Discord, we do Zoom meetings, we do movie nights. I provide people with that. We have good discussions. We chop it up. So I hope people are getting their $25 worth because I know Discord gang, we getting our $5 worth, honey, okay? So yes, gang, gang. Where the blue hearts at? So I think that's going to start causing issues for members of his, Patreon if they're not receiving that exclusive content. So before Joe, I don't know how many people joined. I don't know how much they made off of that, people joining for $25, but he might start getting backlash if people are not, getting that exclusive content. So he may want to think twice. Look at all them damn Discorders. Thank you for the blue hearts. I love my Discord gang, honey. It's cracking. I love the energy. So let me go ahead and read this super chat real quick here. Heather Marie sent $100. Thank you so much, Heather. She says, congrats on your new home. God bless you and yours. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Child, I cannot wait to move. I cannot wait to put this house up. The painters have been here all week. We've been rearranging. The stager will be here in like a week or so. So we've been in the process. It's a slow process, but we're going to be out of here soon. And I can't wait. Then I'm going to have a dedicated space and a dedicated office and we're going to get it cracking. It just means more content. So thank you so much, sis. Nyan Bella sent 50. She says, T, I will catch the replay. Just wanted to show you some love. Love you. Love you too. Thank you so much for coming through, sis. I appreciate you. Rodney W says, hey, T, just wanted to show some love. I'll watch the playback. Thank you, Rodney. Thanks for coming through. Marina McDaniels, I hope I said that right, says, lovely, you stay on your job. Much respect and love for your integrity in reporting. Thank you so much, sis. Thank you. Let's see here. Oh, my God. I was thinking about you today. Trey King sent me $50. I'm salty with you. On everything I love, I was thinking about you today. I was like, where the hell Trey been at? I've called you a few times. Your phone number is disconnected. I miss my friend. Oh my, thank you for the $50, Trey. He says, much love, T. You are the real queen of these YouTube streets. Thank you. I miss you so much. DM me so you can get my number and we can chop it up. It's been a while. That is my friend. That is my YouTube buddy. Thank you, Trey. Thanks for coming through. That you see that energy on everything I love. I was thinking about him today while I was cleaning and shit. I'm like, damn, I ain't talked to Trey in a minute. Where my homeboy been? And then he comes through with the money. Oh, that is so sweet. Thank you, Trey. You see that when you put certain energy out there? That is like, I'm blown away because I was legit thinking about him today. And then he pops up in my chat. Like, that is crazy. Yes. Okay. So let me stop. Y'all gonna be like, oh, Trey and TT sitting. No, y'all stop. get messy. Kay says, what happened to Agent Matt? I don't know. I haven't seen Agent Matt in a few weeks. But shout out to Agent Matt wherever he's at. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure. He's probably busy. You know, he works. He drives trucks. So. Oh, y'all are just wonderful. Thank you. That just made me happy. I'm glad he's doing good. Sarah G sent 10. She says, been a long time tea sipper since 2012. Keep being you. Keep doing your thing. Stay blessed. Thank you so much, Sarah. I definitely will. And thanks for coming through, sis. Appreciate you. Let's see here. AG sent $50. Y'all are going hard today. Thank y'all so much. She says, hey, beautiful. So glad I caught a live. I'm a new member and I will be waiting for my Discord link. I'll be on time. Love you. Love you too. And thank you so much. We are definitely going to open up next month. So stay tuned. Let's see here. Melissa Jackson sent $100. Oh my God. Y'all are making me blush. Thank y'all so much for the love, for real. She says, Lovelyti, ma'am, this is my first time talking to you. I appreciate all that you do. Congrats on the level up. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you so much, sis. Thank you. Y'all are just too sweet. Like, seriously. Thank you, guys. Let's see here. Melisha Basson 5 says, I'll catch the playback. Sending love from Wretched-ass Florida. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming through. Oh, my gosh. So that was the tea on Lovelyjoe. So hopefully they'll figure it out. But as of now, I think Joe needs to look out for his friends. You know what I'm saying? Give them a bag, Joe. You've been in the game for a while. You have all different streams of income. You know what I'm saying? If it's a money dispute and the friendship means something, look out for them. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard to find good friends. And if you consider them your friends and they consider you a friend, don't destroy your relationship based off of money. Material things come and go. But that friendship, remember when they accused Joe Budden of fucking his dog? Who remembers that? Them boys had his back. Remember Joe was depressed, took a whole weekend off. He came back stressed. Rory and Mal, they had his back. They said, hey, those are rumors. Joe would never smash his dog. Are y'all dumb? You know, so them is the type of friends you gotta have. The ones who have your back, who stand with you, even through the dog fucking rumors. Okay, Joe? Remember that. Woof, woof. Bark like a dog. Bark like a big dog. Oh, roof. Oh, roof. I'm just keeping it real. Rory and Mal had his back. They could have backed off of him. Like, Joe, this is weird. Even Sin, your baby's mother's accusing you of being attracted to the dog. But they had his back. They didn't clown him. They stood by his side when everybody else in the industry was like, I think he's a dog fucker. I'm cool. They stood next to Joe. So, Joe, make it with your friends, homie. Okay? Make it with them. Figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Don't lose a good friendship based on money. And that's what I have to say to that. Hopefully they'll come back, you know, and figure it out and come back stronger than ever. You know, my homeboy is a big fan of their podcast. I'm not going to knock their podcast and say it's, you know, bad. Like, my friend really enjoys their podcast. So he's taking it personal. He was the first one to break it to me. T, what's going on with the Joe Budden and crew? They done broke up something. You know, he took it very hard. So, Joe, your male fans want the three of y'all. They don't want Joe and I don't know who the two other guys were. They want Joe, Rory, and Mal or Ma. They want y'all three. Y'all come on back, make up, and get back to work. Okay? That's it. That's all. All right. So good luck to them. Let's see here. Sir Smiles. What's up, Sir Smiles Lightfoot? Said you lit tonight. I'm loving it. Thanks for coming through. So now we got to talk about this little Nas X situation. Woo-wee. Let me say this. Okay, let me say this first and foremost before we even go there. What I don't like about the Lil Nas X situation is it's causing a huge divide on social media. Now, I feel like this. People have the right to like and not like whatever it is, especially when it comes to music videos. But I don't like the fact that as soon as you say you don't like something and you're not feeling it, all of a sudden you're homophobic, you're misogynistic, you're racist. And that's the part that I just do not like. Okay, the same thing I said with the whole Candace Owens and Cardi B situation. You know, I fucks with Cardi. That's my girl. But Candace has the right to her opinion. If she thinks the shit is too overtly sexual and she doesn't like it, that is Candace's opinion. You can't get mad about that. A lot of people didn't like the WAP video. Did I get mad about people who didn't like it? No, that is their right to not like it. So why when people are saying, yo, I'm not feeling this evil, demonic little Nas video, all of a sudden everybody's homophobic? We can walk and chew gum, okay? I can say I don't like the video and still not be homophobic. It has nothing to do with homophobia. Matter of fact, many of the gay people in my Discord, many of them are not feeling the video. And they're openly gay. And they're like, I'm not feeling it. It's a bit demonic. Okay, so, it goes even deeper than that, okay? Now, Lil Nas X, he loves to troll. He loves attention. I've been peeped at about him. And I think that's what I kind of liked about him. He just seemed like, you know, he always had like a funny clap back. You know, he seemed like he was very secure with who he was. But this video really disturbed me. I wasn't feeling it personally. And that is my opinion. That is my right. If you like the video, if it didn't bother your spirit, well, amen to you, okay? I didn't like it, my personal opinion. The imagery. Let me just show y'all some stuff here on my, because I can't play the video because, you know, they'll shut down the screen and shit. But let me just show y'all this. A lot of the imagery was very, very disturbing. So, like this, him making out here with the devil. You know, it's just very disturbing. You know, worshiper of man, self-worship. On top of that, let me pull up this other one here. Now, I seen a lot of people saying, oh, but in the video, he ends up killing the devil. Okay, he killed the devil, but then did y'all forget that he took the devil's horns and he placed it on his own head? Like, y'all just like to just forget stuff. Yes, he took the devil's horns and he placed it on his own head. So to me, subconsciously implying that he is now the devil. He's now doing the devil's work. That's how I'm reading into it. Y'all ask my opinion, okay? So I wasn't feeling it. Now, we had a really dope discussion in the Discord about AI. And we went deep. Shout out to everybody who came to the last meeting. We had a Zoom meeting. What was one of the things that we discussed in the Zoom meeting? We said that science and technology is the new spirituality. There's going to be a lot of spell casting through all of this technology, like CGI, deep fake. You got them resurrecting dead people and having them on stage performing like ghosts, as if they were still alive. If y'all don't see how deep this rabbit hole is going, you literally had little Nas X in heaven, in the Garden of Eden. Then he drops down to hell on a stripper pole. None of that would be possible without CGI, without technology. Technology is the new quote unquote witchcraft. Okay, it can be used for good, it can be used for bad. Just like with magic, you got good magic and bad magic, right? That's all I'm saying. Now, he's saying the reason why he made this video is because he's speaking to his younger self. Let me just pull up my notes here. He said he's speaking to his younger self, Monterio. I think that's his real name. Y'all now know how to pronounce people. Monterio, I believe that's his real name. He says, dear 14-year-old Monterio, I wrote a song with our name in it. It's about a guy I met last summer. I know we promised to never come out publicly. I know we promised to never be that type of gay person. I know we promised to die with this secret, but this will open up doors for many other queer people to simply exist. You see, this is very scary for me. People will be angry. They will say I'm pushing an agenda, but the truth is I am. The agenda is to make people stay out of other people's lives and stop dictating who they should be. Sending love from the future, little Nas X. Okay? So he's saying that basically what I'm getting from that is some executive or some rapper, somebody on the DL, honey, done fucked them and got him in his feelings. That's what I'm getting from that. Had sex with him, used them, and they moved on. And he's hurt. but he doesn't want to expose them. So he's putting it in the music, okay? I feel like a lot of this, like people were saying, even that show, American Gods, you know, a lot of the old gods are being brought into the modern day. We talked about this a few streams ago, okay? On top of this, shout out, and I cannot think of your name right now in Discord. He's openly gay. And we were talking about this last week in the Zoom meeting, or a few days ago. Remember when you said this in the Discord? He says, a lot of the dancing that's being put out there is very ritualistic. Think about it. In every ritual, in a lot of rituals, even back in the day, thousands of years ago, it's drumming, dancing, it's music. People, you have to get into that trance, plus liquor, the spirits from the liquor. All of this stuff is being, you know, culminated into today's society. What are some of the biggest things that go viral on social media? People dancing, all of these challenges, this challenge, this dance challenge, this dance challenge. A lot of that stuff is being it's ritualistic because it's not just you and your friends dancing. The rhythm, the frequency. This is global. These challenges are global. And look at all the stuff that is happening from these rituals. These are all modern day rituals. Remember the video I talked about in the Discord? TikTokers are the modern day, what are they called? Maynards. They're the modern day Maynards. They're the modern day fairies. The gods of old are now being turned into technology. The shit goes deep. It goes deep. None of this is by happenstance. Do I think little Nas X is an evil person or a bad person? Do I hate him? Absolutely not. But I do feel like he's being used. Okay? And it's to the point now where people don't care. They're willing to be used if they can get to that bag. Okay? So I think that's what it is he's being used. This is the return of the gods. The devil ain't nothing new. He's been here. But the imagery now is so powerful that they're putting it right in your face and saying, you're offended? Oh, well. When I see young kids having tweets saying that if that's what hell looks like, I want to go there. I'm sorry, but as a parent and as an adult and as somebody who's spiritually sensitive, I can't co-sign that. That bothers my spirit when I see young people saying that that's hell. I'm down to go because it looks like a fun place to be. But they're not understanding that's CGI. That's not a fun place to be. Don't let this technology and these fake 3D imagery, don't let that shit manipulate you and thinking that that's what's real. Because in the Bible, it tells you what hell's about. I don't know, it's crazy. Let me show y'all this video I put together. It's just of like the tweets that little Nas X was posting. Let me go ahead and play this real quick. Give me just a second. Excuse the little purge alarm in there. I really couldn't think of a sound to use. But just think about all the stuff that was trending, you guys, globally. Think about everything that was trending globally since this video dropped. Satan was trending. Atheism was trending. Illuminati was trending. Y'all don't think that shit is energy? Y'all don't think that just because it's on the internet, that's just a whole different dimension. They're invoking this stuff. Let me go ahead and show y'all this. Give me just a second. Okay, so this is the video I kind of just put together. But you guys see here, Satan was the #1 trending topic on Twitter. Y'all like that background? So then here, little Nas X says, I'm going to be pissed if I don't get any Illuminati conspiracy videos. I worked so hard for this. Then he goes on, let me see here. Then he goes on, he says, y'all love saying we going to hell, but get upset when I actually go there. Laugh my ass off. So, you know, definitely he's here for the shits. Then he says, there's a mass shooting every week that our government doesn't do nothing to stop. Me sliding down a CGI pole isn't what's destroying society. And that was him replying back to Math Beatty, who says, it's just sick and depraved and an attempt to destroy society. Now, then he goes, hell yeah, I'm an industry plant. What y'all gonna do about it? Okay. Now, this is the part that's even more disturbing. And y'all can say, oh, this is just happenstance. Do you know that Lil Nas X is now dropping a shoe? And I'm going to break down that shoe in just a minute. Let me pause this real quick. Hold on, let me pause this. I got to show y'all something else. I'm going to break down his shoe. To everybody who's saying this is just innocent. Oh, T, you're a conspiracy theorist. You're crazy. You know, he's living his best life. You're a hater. You know, the typical comments. Let me show y'all this shoe that he's dropping. He's also dropping a doll as well. So if everything is so innocent, why is he dropping this type of shoe? Okay. Let me pull this up. Okay, this is the shoe that he's dropping. Lil Nas X unveils the Satan shoe that contains human blood. There are limited to 606 pairs of shoes. So 666, human blood is in the shoes. Okay. And he posted this, MSCHF times or whatever, X, Lil Nas X, Satan shoe. Nike Air Max 97 contains 60 cc's ink and 1 drop of human blood. 606 pairs individually numbered. They cost $1,018, dropping March 29th, 2021. Y'all think this is innocent? Y'all think this is just by happenstance? Y'all don't see the big picture? That's supposed to be cool? And ask yourself, whose blood is that? Whose human blood is in those shoes? Everything contains energy. We're energy. Blood is energy. Whose blood is in those shoes? Like, this is really disturbing. It's one thing to have a Satan shoe, but they're bragging about putting human blood in shoes. And we're living in an era where every time you hear about missing people, children being trafficked, people, going missing, adrenochrome, all that weirdo shit people be talking about, and the shoe got human blood in it, whose blood is it? Is it the Wayfair kids? I'm just saying. Something ain't right, but everything's a joke in society. We're tripping for not liking this video. Nah, this shit goes way deeper than just the video. On top of that, he's also coming out with a doll, a little devil doll. This is disturbing to me. It's one thing to have a shoe, but the human blood, only 666 pairs. They're showing you the game. They're showing you what the plans are. They're showing that they no longer care. And you don't even have the right to be upset and say, nah, I don't agree with it without being coin homophobic or a crazy Christian fundamentalist. I'm not no Christian fundamentalist, but I know BS when I see it. While I think Lil Nas X, is a good musician. He has, I liked the song Old Town Road. That was for kids. He even wrote a children's book, from what I was told. So to go from being kid friendly, writing a children's book, to now, what you doing, trying to take the babies to hell with you? I'm confused. Why are we trying to make hell a glamorous place to be? Why are we glamorizing the devil? Him dancing on the devil, grinding on him, giving him a lap dance, kissing on him. Now, I'm not feeling that type of imagery. I just think, to me, it's just disturbing. I just don't like devil imagery. I'm just not a fan of it. I wasn't raised like that. That's just not my thing. To each its own. Now, even the Church of Satan, they came out giving them props. I have no beef with the Church of Satan because, hell, they watch my videos. They gave me a shout out during the whole Azealia Banks drama. Everybody's entitled to worship what they want to worship, but I'm also entitled to say I'm not feeling it. And I'm not making no apologies about that. This is what the Church of Satan had to say. They were asked, let me find it here. They're basically saying that they liked it. It turns out at least one Satanist loves Montero, call me by your name. David Harris, who's a magister for the Church of Satan, essentially the church's equivalent to the Catholic cardinal. He obviously did his homework. He tells Rolling Stone, whether he consulted with us directly or did it on his own research, he clearly put a lot of effort into this video. Harris was also a fan of Old Town Road, in case you were wondering how Satanists feel about the yeehaw agenda. Okay, then they go on to talk more about it. So when you have Satanists coming out and giving this type of imagery props and saying he did his research, you can't tell me that this is just Hollywood, it's just CGI. There's real shit in that video, because even the Satanists are giving the video props and the imagery props. That's disturbing to me. I'm sorry. And I know for little Nas X, he thinks it's cute right now. He's viral. He wants the Illuminati smoke. He wants the conspiracy smoke. I get that. And you're trying to sell records. But it also bothers me too, because again, like I always say, whatever energy you put out there, be prepared for that shit to come back. You over here calling on the devil and, you know, using this devil imagery. Don't be upset when Satan comes knocking. Real smoke. Don't cry when Satan comes knocking. That's what I'm gonna say about that. Let me go ahead and share the rest of that video real quick here. Give me just a second. Okay, so we left off here. That's him promoting the shoe. He got the, I guess, the devil contacts in his eyes. Let's see here. This is the shoe. And y'all can see here the pentagram. I mean, this is just insane. And I also blame Nike too. Nike's trifling as hell for this shit. Look at the back of it. And there's blood in here. Real human blood. Very disturbing. And so somebody said this. They said, nah, fam, I'm God's son. Don't need that dark energy walking with me, LOL. He ain't lying. There's literally human blood. We don't know where the blood is coming from. We know it's not the blood of Jesus. Okay, can I get an amen? It's not the blood of Jesus. So whose blood is that? Hell no, that blood ain't walking with me nowhere. And then this is the tweet I was showing you, talking about. This person, this is a young person. If this is where little Nas is headed, you can count me in. Hashtag Satan. That's disturbing. That was a young person who wrote that. So I don't know. If that makes me old and, you know, out of touch, bitch, I'll be old and out of touch. I wasn't raised to praise this type of shit. Okay, that's my personal opinion. No hate towards Lil Nas X. I think he's just being used and he likes the attention. And, you know, it's got people talking. He's been trending #1 for the past, 48 hours. But to me, it goes a lot deeper than trolling. It goes a lot deeper than just imagery. Technology, CGI, that is the new magic. And that's what they're doing. They're casting spells through this. The old gods are coming back, and that's how I feel about it. Let me see what some of y'all are saying. See, we've got a lot of super chats here. Give me just a second to pull some of these up. S. Marcus says, after we sag in the chat, LOL. T, you speaking 100%. Stay prayed up, y'all. Oh my God. Thank you. Heather sent another $100. Thank you so much, Heather. She says, this is why we love you, T. Matthew 10:28. Hell is very real. Thank you so much for the super chat, sis. I appreciate you. Camille B sent $24.99. She says, oh, hell no. Not blood in the shoe. T-Star Dramas. Tigrodamus, not T-Star Dramas. Tigrodamus caught it again, trying to normalize the blood play. Whoa. Yeah. It's very just scary, the things that are just being normalized. And if you question it, it's like you get attacked. Like I said, if you like the video, that's your business. I'm not here to change anybody's mind. I don't think that's the right thing to do. I'm speaking for myself. I'm not feeling it. Just like I did not nobody who didn't like the WAP video. That is your opinion. but I just feel like this was just a bit too much. I think that there were better ways for him to talk to his younger self, because I get that. I get talking to your younger self, because there's a lot of shit I'd have told my younger self, right? But I think that you could talk to your younger self without invoking the devil, okay? That's just how I feel about it. Let's see here. Melanie Theodore says, love you, T. It's crazy because it says Luke 10:18 on the shoe. Ooh, I didn't even notice that. In Luke 10:18, it says, Jesus says, I saw Satan fall like a lightning from heaven. I didn't even know that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but y'all think this is just fun and games. She don't went and put in the little verse. Like, that is what it says. That is crazy. They've done their research. They're promoting that shoe for a reason. That is crazy. And the shoe is $1,000. Trust me, it's going to be sold out exclusively to those 666 people. That's just, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm not, I don't know. That's just creepy. My favorite shirt says Ariana Grande has a symbol of Satan in her Break Free music video, and on her thank you next to her. Her dancers make the same formation during the Bad Idea performance. Wow. I didn't know that. Yeah, it's a lot of people that are really normalizing devil imagery, devil worship, Satanism. They're just really normalizing it now. Storybook Villain says, why did the devil have braids and stereotypical black features? That part. Thank you so much for the super chat. Taisha says, man, the industry is dirty. These celebrities will sell their soul for a bag. Did you know that Instagram shut down Riza Islam's page? No, I did not know that. Thank you for the super chat. Miss Griffin says, that was the first thing that came to my mind, T, the missing people. Yeah, I'm like I said, we live in such a crazy world. People are going missing, and then you got somebody coming out with a shoe with blood in it. But again, we're the crazy ones. FT says, did you see the shoes? Thank you for the super chat. We're talking about that now. B Summers says he has a deal with Fortnite too, where they play his music while kids are playing the game. They are marketing him to kids. Wow. I didn't know that. And that's one of the biggest games for children. Wow. N-Pen says, how can you sell blood? This exposure alone should be illegal. Thank you for the super chat. Chrissy Jenkins says, love you, T. You're always speaking facts and do your research. I can't wait to get into the Discord. You're the first YouTubers page I've stalked. Thank you so much, Chrissy. Let's see here. Michaela says, the world is getting crazy by the minute. Like, who do y'all not see? How do y'all not see it in your face? I love you. I forgot to type in the other super chat, LOL. Thank you so much for the super chat, sis. Six Ice Queen, thank you for the $10. Appreciate you. Therapy Queen, send 50, says, hello, T, just stopping by my break. Wanted to say you're awesome and show my support. I will catch the payback. Sorry, I can't watch the live today. Thank you so much for coming through. Appreciate you. M Moves at 1999 says, hey, T, since you mentioned the old gods, people have gone back to worshiping the Olympians. They even claim to have found the body of Osiris. Oh, wow. I haven't heard that yet. I'm going to have to look into that. Thank you for that, T, though. I appreciate it. Joe's Babe Taylor says, I grew up a practicing Wiccan. I like him, but he / the world twisted it and combined it with evil when it's all about love and respect for nature. Thank you so much. I seen a few witches going hard too, that they weren't feeling it. I seen a few people that were pagan. I think it was somebody in the Discord who's pagan, and they weren't feeling it. So it's definitely getting mixed reviews. You know, everybody who practices things outside of Christianity doesn't necessarily support this. You know, everybody has their own walk in life. You guys know I've always said that on this channel. You know, I come from a very mixed religious background. My mother is Muslim. My father is Christian. So it don't get no more, you know, headbutting than that, okay? But I don't knock what people worship and what they believe in is their business. I only speak for myself, and that's it. That's all. But yeah, I have seen where a lot of pagan people were also not feeling this because, again, it makes it look like anything dealing with nature or Wiccanism has to also do with evil. So I definitely get that. Thank you for the super chat. Let's see here. Spencer 7 says, amen to you, Lovelyti. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming through. Aaliyah Janice says, this is very true. Kids are dancing to those songs without even digesting the lyrics. The lyrics can say anything, but if the dance is hot, it's okay. That is very true. And that's why we were saying in the Zoom that to us, it comes off like with all these dance challenges, with TikTok becoming so big. I mean, even when you think about the biggest TikTokers, they're the most mediocre dancers. Like, not dissing Charlie, but she's not like a seasoned dancer. Let's not act like she's Kid of the Great. Like, he can really dance his ass off. She, you know, it's just a bunch of arm movements. But people emulate that. And I just feel like a lot of that is energy that's just being put out there into the world. I really do. Mackenzie Johnson says, in the scriptures, it's the scriptures on the shoes for me that is being overlooked by some. The brainwashing is happening since Little Uzi Vert. I remember if it was his choice or the labels. I remember that. The whole Little Uzi Vert. And if you say really fast, it's Little Lucifer. Little Uzi Vert, Little Lucifer. Don Swa says, hey sis, I love your breakdown as always. How about the $1,018 Nike sneaker with the drops of blood? The soles with only 666 pairs made. Yes. Thank you for the super chat. The Hood Girl says, girl, you are the home girl I always needed. You are beautiful, humble, and relatable. Thank you so much, sis. And thanks for coming through. Let's see here. Aged Hairline says, hey, T, I've been in bed sick after the second dose of the vaccine. You ever been hot and cold at the same time? Catching you live made me feel a little bit better. Love you. Thank you so much. I hope you feel okay. I've had people in my family who were forced to get the vaccine. You know, they've been trying to pressure me because of my illness. They're like, you know, you're eligible. You need to go get it. But I'm just not down with it at this point. But I'm not knocking anybody. I think it's very condescending for somebody in my position to wag a finger at people who had to go get the vaccine, because a lot of people are like, because of their job, they're being mandated to get it. And that's horrible. You know, so that's why I've told people, like, let's not be so condemning, because some people have no choice but to get the vaccine. So I hope you're okay. The second dose is worse than the first. The family members who had to go get it, I had them stay here with me, you know, keep an eye on them, make sure they were okay. And they were fine, but they stayed here and they mainly just slept, you know. But yeah, it's really scary because a lot of people are being forced to get it. You know, so I'm holding off, but I feel like they're going to start making the schools. They already started. I posted this on the Discord yesterday. In New Jersey, it's going to be mandatory this fall that all school people that are going to school, college, universities, junior high, elementary, high school, they have to get the vax, you know, the vax. I want to say vax scheme. It's like you want to say that, but yeah, the vax. I mean, this is just ridiculous. But yeah, this whole Nas X thing. Oh, we have like 12,000 people in here. Please hit the like button. If you're liking this stream, if you're enjoying this stream, the like button is free. Please hit the like button. I appreciate y'all. I've been on here for well over an hour, but you know, if I need to be on here a little bit longer, I will, because there's some more stuff I want to talk about. Let's see here. Sharon Pratt says, hey, T, this is my first super chat ever. It had to be with you. Congratulations on your new home. You deserve it. Thank you so much, sis, and thanks for coming through. Motherhood Love Santen says, there's only two sides to choose from. We must choose this day, each day, for whom we shall serve. The prophet of old Daniel says technology will mix with the flesh, and that is the sign of the end of this system. Thank you so much for that, sis. Yeah, technology is a beast. Y'all can even go back to things that Martin Luther King was saying back in the 60s about technology. He was saying some real stuff about technology and how it's really going to take a toll on people, you know? So all of this stuff is mixing. you know, the religion, the technology, the energy. Again, that's what we are. We're energy. We're, you know, and I believe that these are like just different dimensions. The internet is a dimension. The physical world is a dimension. The death world is a dimension. There's different dimensions. So they know what they're doing with this video. And I believe that they're using little Nas X. You know, they're using him. And right now he's here for it. But let's, you know, I'm going to see if he has that same energy 2-3 years from now. Don't be on E2 Hollywood Story talking about, with a damn banjo. Oh, I sold my soul to the devil, and now I regret it. Don't do that shit. Keep the same energy 3 years from now, little Nas X. All this trolling you're doing, keep trolling 3 years from now. Don't come with the banjo. You know, they love a E2 Hollywood Story. Y'all remember when, who was the one I was talking about on Instagram? The white boy, Post Malone. Now, and I like Post Malone. Remember? Oh, he thought he was fucking with that divot box. Who remembers when he got cursed and his plane crashed from the sky? He almost died. Post Malone done almost died 3 different times. Remember, they kept fucking with that Jewish divot box. You know what I'm saying? He thought it was all fun and games. Oh, the divya box was ain't no such thing as the devil and spirits. And what happened? Almost crashed, almost died. The plane crashed. He survived that. And now he understands that that shit is real. Who remembers when Post Malone got haunted by that damn divya box? He was on a TV show. Y'all remember that shit? I talked about it. Then he was on the E2 Hollywood Network. Looked like he's been ready to, you know, break down. You know, I didn't think it was real until my plane crashed, and until, you know, I got into that bad accident. Yeah, I do believe in curses now. Oh, people will switch it up when that shit comes to bite them in their ass. Oh yeah, he been real quiet. Remember he was on stage growling and shit like a possessed cat, doing all that extra shit. He's calmed a lot of that stuff down. He understands the spirits are real. I don't know if y'all forget. I don't forget shit. I remember that. Because when I knew he got to that bad crash, I said, okay, interesting. And then all that bad shit kept happening. And then Mac Miller died. All I'm going to say is keep the same energy. Don't, somebody call him Ghost Malone, you know. I cannot stand y'all. Somebody called his ass Ghost Malone. Yes, he was crying around like a possessed cat. He's calmed down a lot, but and you know what? Post Malone is really woke. If you watch before he got all that shit on his face and, you know, turned industry, he was saying some real shit. Post Malone, he was real woke. He ain't no dummy. But yeah, you can't mess with spirits, and you can't tap into stuff, you know what I'm saying, and think that there's no consequences. So right now, it might be fun for little Nas X. You know, you're viral. Everybody's talking about it. Hell, my black ass is talking about it. So it might be fun, but just understand that you're playing with forces that you necessarily don't understand. The same way Post Malone was and damn near almost died 3 damn times. Okay? I bet you Post Malone be praying every night now, honey. The ghost of Post Malone. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't, you know, laugh now. Thank you to you. Laugh now, cry later. Don't be on E2 Hollywood Story 3 years from now with a banjo. That's all I'm gonna say. Keep the same trolling energy. Don't come with a little banjo and a sad song. I don't want to hear it. Okay? I just don't play with that type of imagery. I don't like it. It didn't sit well with my spirit. I don't like the fact that so many little kids are just not seeing the big picture with this, and they're thinking that it's okay. Like I said, talk to your younger self. I don't think the song itself was bad, but the imagery, he could have went somewhere totally different with that. So that's just my personal opinion with the situation. Not the banjo memes. Let's see here. Blank Space sent 10 says Lady Gaga did the same thing when she launched her perfume back in 2008. If memory serves me, she said it was made with semen, blood, and black orchid. I remember hearing about that. Yeah, because people don't understand bodily fluids are used in rituals. Semen. Remember, old voodoo stuff. When a woman wants to get a man, there's some like, you know, old voodoo love spells, wants to get a man, and they talk about putting menstruation blood in like stews and spaghetti and shit like that. All that stuff is very real. You know what I'm saying? Bodily fluids. Why would you, and that's the thing. Whose sperm was it? Who was jerking off in the bottle? I don't want no random person's sperm on me. Like who jerked off in the bottle for this to be sprayed? Hell no, you keep that shit to yourself, Lady Gaga. I remember hearing about that. I said, I won't be buying that perfume. Hell no. That's the question I gotta ask. Who are these people? Whose blood is this in this shoe? Whose nut is that in the bottle? This stream is what left. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be vulgar, but the more I think about it, it's the truth. Who was jerking off in the sauce? Oh my God. Let's see here. Trinity Terry, thank you for the 10. Pierre Lewis, thank you so much. Let's see here. Shanae did good, says T finally caught alive. And I catch you during a topic like this. What the F do these people have going on? Yikes on a bike. Thank you so much. I don't know. It's too much. It's too much going on. Celeste Glow says, as a Wiccan myself, I like the video, but I don't agree with it. Reaching young kids as dealing with deities can be very dangerous if you aren't careful. Thank you. This is a Wiccan speaking now, okay? And that's what I'm saying. As an adult, it was hard for me to digest. I saw so much symbolism in there that made me uncomfortable. What people need to understand is a lot of the things that we absorb more things unconsciously than we do conscious, right? More of the stuff that we take in is the things that we don't see, the things that are too quick for your eye to grasp, the things that we take in with energy, the things that, the certain frequencies that you can't hear. So a lot of that stuff is subconscious. So imagine young children who are watching that and they're being sent subconscious messages. So that's the part that's like just really disturbing with the whole situation. I wasn't feeling the imagery. Somebody else says, yes, 90% of what we take in is subconscious. It really is. It really is. That's why, a lot of times they tell you when you go to sleep, like when I was younger, I used to go to sleep with music, right? That was like the hip thing in the 90s. So we'd go to sleep with music on. And I remember being told back then, don't go to sleep listening to shit like Snoop Dogg, Murder Was the Case. Go to sleep listening to like love songs, positive songs. Because when you go to sleep listening to like gangster rap music, when you wake up for school, you ready to fuck some shit up. You waking up angry. You want to fight the whole school. Damn, you rolled out on the wrong side of the bed. No, you was listening to fucking Murder Was the Case all night. So when I found that out, I always listened to love songs. Probably, but then I don't know if that was a good thing either, because then everybody want to, start fucking and shit. So I don't know. But listen to positive stuff is what I'm trying to say. Listen to positive affirmations. Listen to water. Like now, like when I go to bed, I'll listen to like water running, like there's like YouTube videos where you can listen to like nice, peaceful sounds, like drumming, stuff like that. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say like, the R. Kelly music that we listened to late at night was any better, because that probably made a lot of us want to have sex. Who knows? But there's shit in the music, so you have to like be very, very careful what you listen to late at night. Falling asleep with your earbuds in and stuff. Just be very careful. Try and listen to more positive affirmations. Don't listen to no devil shit at night. Then you're going to wake up wanting to kill the whole damn household and shit. So I don't know, man. It's a lot. It's a lot going on in this world. Like I tell you all the time, we battle a lot of stuff, not in the flesh, not in the physical. We battle a lot of stuff in the spiritual, and that's just the truth. Okay, somebody said gospel meditation. Yeah, there's all types of stuff. You can listen to. For real, you listen to a bunch of love-making music and then wonder why you're trying to fuck everything that moves. Come here, let me get some. Trying to Netflix and chill with everybody. What you doing tonight? Let's see here. Bruce Kenton says, T, I've been watching you since Isn't She Lovely theme song in 2014 when I was in junior high. And now I'm in grad school. Oh, please stay safe out here. Thank you so much. And thanks for coming through. I appreciate you. That's awesome. I love my little OG tea sippers, honey. Let's see here. FKA Twigs cellophane video is what I see when I see the Nas video. That video made me feel. And that's what the video made me feel. Thank you so much. I haven't seen her video, but I've heard people compare her video to Little Nas X, but I haven't seen it yet though. But thank you. Queen B says, did you guys hear that James Charles got kicked off of his YouTube show for sexting minors? You think the police going to get involved like R. Kelly? Is he going to go away? I didn't hear about that. I did not hear about that. But he's another one that be skating through. So we'll see if it sticks or if his homegirl gonna come rescue him. We'll see. Pierre Lewis says, as a spiritual worker and practitioner in the conjurer and a conjurer as well in witchcraft, who the F am I? I'm buying blood from others. I only trust blood in my skin and the blood of my ancestors. Okay. Thank you for the super chat, sir. In the name of Jesus. Thank you. Yeah, I don't want, I don't want somebody's blood in my shoes. I just don't. Blood is very sacred. And as somebody who's had to have frequent blood transfusions in her life, blood is energy. Blood is healing. Especially you have to get blood transfusions. Like, blood is a big deal. You can go from feeling so sick and so bad, and then when you get that transfusion, you feel better. So I know all about blood energy. I'm not saying this from a place of just to be saying it. It's very real. It's very real. Let's see here. Afro Ninja says, remember Erykah Badu used ashes from her underwear to make her incense. Why did she have ashes in her underwear? Now, I heard that she was selling incense that smelled like her coochie. I wasn't interested. I didn't know she had to put ashes in her underwear. Thank you for the super chat, ma'am. I don't even know what to say. I had no idea she put ashes in her underwear. But it sold out. It did. It sold out. I guess we want their house to smell like Erykah Badu's coochie. I think not. Did anybody in the chat put a teacup if you bought her Badusi incense? Did it actually smell good? Because I noticed there was no reviews. Like all these, it sold out, but I didn't see a bunch of people saying, hey, I'm glad my whole apartment smells like Erykah Badu's puss. I didn't see those reviews. Did anybody buy it? Okay, one teacup. Brittany, what did it smell like, Brittany? Oh, no, Maya, sorry. Maya Williams, what did it smell like? Maya, the only person who bought it out of 12,000 people in this chat. One person bought it. I'm trying to look for her response. Y'all let me know if Maya responds, because I want to know what the hell it smelled like. Somebody said it smelled like fish. I'm not fooling with y'all. I'm not fooling with y'all. I'm getting off this topic. Y'all are a mess. Somebody said it smelled like chicken gizzards. Y'all are a mess. Oh my gosh. Alchemy says you thoroughly inform and entertain, just showing you love. Thank you so much, and thanks for coming through. I appreciate y'all. Empress Fire says, hey T, absolutely been sipping since the beginning. You're still the G off topic. I've been trying to order your skincare products, but you don't ship to Alberta, Canada. How can I get them? We do. If we ship to Norway, well, no, I think we ship to like France. We ship overseas to Mexico. Try it again. I'll check and make sure. But yeah, we ship to Canada because I know a few Canadians that, have gotten stuff from there. So just try again. Because yeah, if we can ship to Europe, we can ship to Canada. Canada's right up the street. But thank you so much. Let's see here. Catherine says, hey, T, been a tea sipper for 6 years and counting, sending positive vibes. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, love. Alexis Tobias says, a lot of imagery aimed at kids. Definitely. Now, before I go, because I've been on here now for an hour and 20 minutes, we have to hit on this topic. Oh, actually, I got 2 more topics I got to hit on. So I talked about the whole Lil Nas thing. Okay. I got 2 topics we got to hit on. Let's do the Rosie O'Donnell now. Now, nobody at all. Here comes Rosie O'Donnell. Whitney Houston was a closeted gay woman. Shut up, Rosie. Worry about yourself. Let me go ahead and play this damn video of Rosie O'Donnell, honey, trying to just tell all of Whitney Houston's business. Whitney Houston been dead I don't know how many years. And here comes Rosie. I do believe, I heard that when I moved to LA, people were telling me that Whitney Houston was gay or at least bisexual. So it's not anything new. But is it Rosie O'Donnell's place to even speak on this? Go ahead and bring her on the screen, honey, so y'all can see what Rosie O'Donnell had to say.
You know, I don't know. It's not like gay people meet each other and they all of a sudden, you know, like, and Whitney was troubled by, I think, the gay part of her life and, you know, didn't want it exposed. And it's hard in Black culture to accept gayness. It's culturally more difficult, I think.
Yes.
And so she was, and you know, the church, Catholic Church thing, the Baptist church, whatever, that weighed heavily on her growing up in the church and gospel and singing. And, you know, I think that there was a lot of conflict about that.
Child. So that is what Rosie O'Donnell had to say. Like I said, nobody, where is she at? Look like she's on her couch or in the bed. She didn't even attempt to get dressed. Bitch, I got something to say about Whitney. But okay, so she's saying that, you know, the Black community, it's hard to accept homosexuality, and plus Whitney was raised in the church and things like that. I mean, my thing is, at the end of the day, this is Whitney's story to tell. It's not Rosie O'Donnell's story to tell. It's not Bobby Brown's story to tell. But it's not really a secret that Whitney, because even Robin, that was Whitney's girlfriend for years on the DL. Robin came out trying to capitalize on this. But instead of saying it was she kept it secret because of the Black community and because of the church, how about she kept it secret because it's nobody's business? You know, I think that's the difference between people back then and people nowadays. Like, people nowadays just want to tell all their business. And it's like, who asked for this? I don't care what you do in your bedroom. That's your business. And I think back then people just didn't put their business out there like that. You know? I mean, even when you think about, like, what was his name? Boy George. Everybody knew something was going on with Boy George. I remember being a kid, seeing his video, come a chameleon. You come and go. You come and I was like, is this a boy? Is this a girl? And I'm like in like probably 2nd or 3rd grade. He just seemed, you know, he seemed different. But nobody cared. We just enjoyed the music. You know what I'm saying? So I think like times were just different back then. People just didn't really, you know, there's always been gay people in the industry, but that wasn't the focal point. Just like, what was his name? George Michael. You gotta have faith. Remember he been moving them damn hips and shit like Elvis? He ended up being gay. Nobody knew and nobody really cared. So I think, you know, yeah, maybe you could say that the Black community, the Black community can tend at times to be homophobic. That's not a lie. But I don't like this whole, you know, they're digging into her past, trying to figure out what was going on in her head. Well, she's passed, so she can never speak about that. And I think that at the end of the day, that was her story to tell. And if she didn't want to tell her story and she didn't want to come out the closet, she didn't have to. It should be about her music and her voice, period. Now, speaking of Whitney, the autopsy for Bobby Brown Jr. came back. We have posted it on Lovelyti.com. Remember when I did that podcast? Now, a few people want to get mad. Oh, you speculating, you don't know. It came back that it was drugs. The whole thing is sad, though. But I don't, you know, it wasn't shocking Trying to find the exact, it was like fentanyl and something else. Let's see here. In the autopsy, okay, here it is. Let me show y'all. Speaking on young Bobby. Yeah, this whole family's dealt with enough tragedies. We don't need Rosie O'Donnell coming out the woodwork with her foolishness. So this is what the autopsy reported. They said in the autopsy released Monday, the Los Angeles County coroner said the 28-year-old Bobby Brown Jr., who died November 18th from a combination effects of cocaine, alcohol, and opioid fentanyl. Okay? So that is what Bobby Brown Jr. died of, ironically enough. Him, the stepmama, the sister, the drug dealer that was bringing Bobby Christina the drugs, he ended up dying of an overdose, Nick Gordon. I mean, there's just drugs all through this family. But with that being said, a lot of things are being cut with fentanyl. If you guys have not listened to my podcast that I did with BL Sherelle, it was a really good podcast. We talked about how, you know, the drug situation in Philly and even nationwide, even weed is starting to be cut with fentanyl. A lot of people are overdosing from this. So just be very, very careful. You know, everybody wants to get high because people are going through a lot of stuff. People are depressed. You know, we've been on lockdown, but be very, very careful where you get your supply, because these are not the drug dealers of yesteryear. I talked to somebody about this topic, and there's somebody who used to get high, and they said this new generation of drug dealers aren't shit. They said back in the day when you sold drugs, there was a code of ethics. You didn't want to kill your people because you want them to come back and get more. So you want to give them a good, you know, hit, but you don't want them to die. But now these drug dealers, it's just about the money. So if they have a pound of, you know, pills or heroin or whatever, they're cutting it with fentanyl. They're cutting it with really powerful stuff. But unfortunately, these people are not chemists. So literally like just 1 gram of fentanyl can kill you. So you have to be very, very careful. Yes, with the weed in your Soulja Boy voice. Somebody said the weed? Yes, go listen to my podcast. Tea Time Unfiltered. I'm on Apple and Spotify. It was the episode about Philly, about the Philly murder rate going up. It was that episode. But we talked about it then. So be very, very careful. A lot of stuff is being cut with fentanyl. And I believe that's another, you know, depopulation method. Get people so depressed, stuck in the house, they're turning to drugs, and even the drugs are being cut with shit that they shouldn't be cut with. So it's sad. It's really sad. But yeah, I wasn't really feeling that. I think Rosie needs to talk about herself and her relationships and leave Whitney Houston out of it, period. So now this was the last topic I wanted to hit on before I leave here. Speaking on energy. Oh, Aisha, thank you for the $50 sticker, sis. Appreciate you. Speaking about energy. So we had a little Nas X video. We talked in the Zoom meeting about, you know, all these dances, you know, all the ritualism and a lot of these dances, you know, and the stuff spreading worldwide. You know, everybody's doing the same thing, conjuring up the same energy. Do you guys not find it funny that right now we are dealing with one of the biggest shipping issues ever? In the Suez Canal, there's a huge ship, a huge tanker ship that's meant to carry our supplies. It is stuck. It's been stuck for a few days now. They don't know when it's going to be unstuck. There was already a supply chain disruption when C-19 hit, okay? For y'all who don't know, right now, the supply chain is being affected globally. Everything is going up from wood. So a lot of people who are trying to build houses, if you're trying to build something now, it's going to be very hard and very expensive because the wood, there's a shortage on wood. There's a shortage on plastic, windows. They're even saying now we're going to have a toilet paper shortage again because so many things are being transported through this canal. And right now, everything is just stuck. I believe in energy. I just don't find this happenstance that all of this bad shit that's never happened before has happened in 2020 and in 2021. This has never happened. Let me go ahead and play you guys a news clip. Y'all can do more research on this, but this is something really, really serious. And it's going to be affecting the entire global, worldwide population if they do not get this big ass ship moved. But this ship is like, I don't know, like 200 and something tons. There's a bunch of freight on the ship. And I mean, if these ships end up going the long route, like around the whole thing of Africa, it can take weeks to get to their destination. That's why all the ships were moving through the canal, because that is the shortcut. So this is very scary. And I don't believe none of this stuff is by happenstance. So let me show y'all this video here.
69. And ever since, not only has trade flowed through it, but history through it itself. And so it is today as iconic to Egypt as the pyramids, and still today known as the artery of life there. So imagine being the captain of this ship that's got the whole place log jammed. And adding insult to injury, it could be weeks until it is open again. One of the companies looking to shake free this massive container ship says it could take weeks to dislodge it. It can't get over how colossal this thing is. Just look at one of the diggers trying to get it free. It looks like a toy next to that ship. That is almost as long as the Empire State Building is tall. Okay, that's a lot to take in, but I just want to show you this briefly. All those dots, ships stuck at sea. Every year, more than 10% of all global trade goes through this canal. That is how important the artery of life is. In the meantime, dozens of cargo ships vital to international commerce are stranded. We're covering the angles for you. Ben Wiedemann is in Beirut. John Defterra is here in Abu Dhabi. And let's start with you, John. There does seem to be a lot more evidence surfacing out of the Suez Canal about what is going on. None of it seems positive. What do we know at this point?
Well, it's interesting you say that, Becky, because 24 hours ago, there's a lot of third-party speculators coming in and say this will unfold there in the Suez, and better than 48 hours in, much more concrete evidence, and none of it is really positive, if we can put it that way. The Suez Canal Authority has now officially closed off traffic going into the canal, not too surprisingly because of the backlog that we're starting to see. And they did officially announce there are two outside salvage companies coming in. One, the CEO of Boskalis is one that kind of shaked up everybody down in Egypt, because they said it could take days or weeks if you have to physically unload the 20,000 containers that sit on the Ever Given, of course. That would.
All right, you guys. So that is very scary. I don't know if you guys understand, what's going on, because again, everybody's kind of focused on little Nas X and his mess. But this is something that's going to affect all of us. I don't care if you live in America, if you live in Europe, if you live in, Canada, Mexico. This is global. Now, when I say energy, a lot of people are asking, well, how did this ship get stuck sideways to where it's causing this catastrophe? The ship, okay, now you heard them say how big the ship was. It's as big as the Empire State Building, super heavy. It was stuck that way because of the winds from the Sahara Desert. The winds. So ask yourself, how powerful were these winds to be able to blow a ship that big, to have it leaning sideways to block the Suez Canal? Energy. It's something going on. That was caused by the wind. Blew that huge ship and got it stuck. It's something going on in this world right now that's just very unnerving to me. And that just does not make any sense. And that it's affecting all of us. It's not just America. It's not just overseas. It's affecting everyone. And it's just constant stuff. And then now on top of that, we have this whole demonic energy being praised and being, paraded around. Somebody in the chat said that Young M.A. was bragging about selling her soul to the devil. I haven't watched in a while, so I don't know, but somebody just wrote that in the chat. You know, so when I say that energy is real, it really is. We don't know what they're doing to cause all of this stuff. Let me go ahead and read these last few super chats here. Jay from the Way sent 20 says, my dad taught me at a young age the power and spirit of music. For the devil's position in heaven was the angel of music, sending love. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. That is the truth. That is the truth. Lucas's mom says, Bobby Brown said he was very aware of what his ex-wife's preferences were. That's all we needed to know. Facts. Thank you. Blank Space says, I think Nas sold his soul because he was hanging with Miley Cyrus and her satanic mullet-wearing ass. We all know she's besties with Lady Gaga and Maria Abramovich. Thank you so much. I appreciate the super chat. Goth Boy says, I'm starting to think Little Nas X sold his soul for fame. Remember, he broke #1, the record longest #1 in history. It makes sense now. A lot of food for thought. Thank you so much, Goth Boy. Deshaun Turner says, hey, T, love your content, love your energy, and most love your spirit. Keep doing your thing. Thank you so much, Deshaun. I appreciate you. Joey Brown says, music and dance is the gateway. Y'all remember the movie Aaliyah's Queen of the Damned? P.S. Love you, T. Thank you. That is a really good point. Thank you so much. All of this stuff all to me cumulates. Excuse me. I think all of this stuff cumulates and it comes hand in hand. Everything from the videos to just how much negativity has been out here. Plus on top of that, like just, you know, all these viral challenges. And it's just constantly one thing after another in the past year with 2020. And we're just only a few months into 2021. And now we have this huge global issue right now. Chibi Haruku says, Harjuku says, I read somewhere that Nas's shoe is not an official Nike collaboration, that they were from the same maker of the Holy Water 97s. Love you. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Yarn says, hey T, the Cozy Cloud from the, it's Cozy Cloud from the Discord. It's called the Artery of Life. The artery pumps blood to the heart, and we need the heart to survive. Wow. I didn't even make that connection. Thank you so much. But yeah, that Suez Canal, that is a big deal. So if you guys don't know about that, understand that that is a big deal right now. And that's why like all of these governments right now are up in arms, because that huge traffic jam, it's not, you know, that's such a huge ship. It could take possibly weeks to possibly unload it and try and move it. Those tugboats look like Tonka trucks next to that ship. Let's see here. Chantel La says, hey, Auntie, happy to catch you live again. You look gorgeous. The music industry is just crazy. I definitely agree. Thank you so much. Soraya Mitchell says, you are beyond dope. I just wanted you to know, T. Thank you so much, love. Thanks for coming through. Blank Space says, LOL, it's Satan's semen in Lady Gaga's perfume. Not Satan's semen. Ew. Gross. It's something in there. It's something in there. Andy Bella says, I really appreciate you for everything you do and being able to be brave and strong. You are truly beautiful. I miss the Discord family. Love you all. Thank you so much, Andy Bella. I appreciate the super chat, sis. Let's see here. In the chat, Simply Swan says, spirit cooking is another form of satanic rituals. They use blood and other bodily fluids, and they feed it to each other. Well, on that note, man, this has been a great stream. I've been on here now. We got up to like 13,000 people watching. I hope you guys hit the like button. I hope you guys enjoyed today's show. It's a lot to take in, you know, but like I said, everybody's entitled to their opinion. If you like the video, that is your business. You have the right to like it. And in my personal opinion, I just feel like there's a way deeper message. I'm not feeling it. And I also don't like this whole thing where, let me say one more thing before I leave. It's almost kind of like this is where it gets kind of agenda-ish to me, where people are making it seem like because, you know, a few people may have issues with gay people. So because you're not being accepted by these, you know, mean Christians, well, the devil will accept you with open arms. That's the vibe that I get. And what people don't understand is there's a lot of gay people in the church who are very religious, who praise God, you know, who are Christians, you know, so every Christian doesn't hate a gay person, and every gay person, you know what I'm saying, does not denounce or hate Christianity. So I don't like that either, you know, and that's the vibe I kind of got, is that they're trying to say, well, since the Christians are condemning you to hell and the Christians don't want you, well, the devil's always available. Be very, very careful with things that you take in and with just certain storylines, because that's not true. Of course, you have bigoted people. You have bigoted people in every group. You have people who don't like me simply because I'm Black. You have people who don't like me because I'm Nigerian. You have people who don't like me, you know, because I wear weave. You're always going to have people who don't like something about somebody, but they are the minority. And I know the majority of the people fucks with your girl. So the minority, they can kick rocks and give a fuck what they got to say. So don't think that every Christian person has some type of issue with the gay community or gay people, so much so that you need to go and follow, you know what I'm saying, the devil. So I don't like that. I didn't like that. If that's one thing I can leave with that, I didn't like that. Because like I said, I know some very, very religious gay people, you know what I'm saying, be in church every Sunday. So let's not act like everybody who's in the gay lifestyle is debaucherous and, you know, they all worship, you know, Satan and they're all dark spirited. No. So that's another thing too. It's just a lot of takeaway from that video. So I'm just not feeling it, you know, back to the drawing board, little Nas X. Maybe your next video will be more palatable for me, but this one, it missed the mark. You know, I just don't play with devil imagery. It's just not my thing. But again, I speak for Lovelyti. I don't speak for anybody else. So on that note, you guys, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, because you know YouTube, they stay hating and unsubscribing people. If you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. Once again, thank you guys for spending your Saturday with me. I really appreciate it. This was a fun stream. Guys definitely put a smile on my face. So thank you guys. I will talk to you guys later. You guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye, y'all. See y'all later.